there's one thing I do that I do think makes me a good mom, and that's I allow my kids to give me feedback on how I'm doing as their mother. And I guess this is kind of what I mean by that. So I've been healing for like the last 2 years, but my kids are 14 and 9. So I have been a very unhealed mother and I've been a healed mother. And on my healing journey, part of that is taking accountability. And what does that really look and feel like? And so I think most people would say, like, yeah, you apologize. Like, I, even when I was like super unhealed, like, apologize to your kids when you fuck up, right? And then it, but when I was really healing, what that actually started to look like was me not reacting when my kids were giving me feedback about how I was doing as a mom. Um, and that was hard for me, you know, especially when I was first healing, right? And my kids would sometimes say, "Remember when you did that?" And my reaction is out of shame and guilt, please stop mentioning it. Like, I've apologized. Can we let it go? Don't keep bringing it up. Like, I'm doing better. Like, I've made real changes. Can we just like let it go? Like, everything inside of me wanted to say, stop bringing this up. Like, I already feel bad enough. And I had to stop myself and say, no, they're allowed to tell me as many times as they need to tell me. And so they would say, remember when you did that? And I go, yeah, I do. That was a really shitty thing I did. I'm still really disappointed at myself I did that. I'm really sorry. You know, do you think I'm doing better? Do you think things have gotten better? Like, you know, mommy's been doing some work and things on stuff like this. Do you feel like that's better? And then we have a conversation about it, if they want to. Sometimes they're just saying like, hey, remember when that happened? And I just go, yeah, that was really a crappy thing I did. And then we do that as many times as they need to. And anyway, I guess it's just like not having that ego with your kids and just letting them let you know. Like, let them give you feedback on how you're doing. Um, I don't know. It's just led to, for me and my kids, one, a lot of healing, a lot of forgiveness. Um, but then it also just leads to an openness and a closeness in our relationship that I'd always kind of dreamed of, but I never had that example, so I didn't know what that looked like. And um, I love that I have that with them, and that we're there now, and um, much more. My parenting now is just conversations, um, and I don't know. I think that's just like the one thing I do. That I do one thing that makes me a good mom, and that's it. And the rest I'm still absolutely figuring out, and I screw up all the time. But I do think that that one has led to a close relationship with my kids that, yeah, I always dreamed of, and I'm really grateful for.